0 seconds remaining. He seems to be playing hard for it. Oh my goodness, Rudy, what is this?
Doesn't get the touch he's looking for. Kato, Scott, oh, he gets the flick and he gets it through. He's gonna give a shot. He's gonna put it in. Back to back. Backward. Can he find the touch? He's gonna put the shot on the net.
High off the backboard here. Opportunity. Here comes the shot.
Hold on. Surely this kid. Oh my lord.
Still with the shot. It's gonna go in.
Open to on the goal line. He did nearly all sweep. It comes through. The venom, the improbable, the impossible. The 4-time champions.
Hello, everybody,
what is
and
going
welcome
on, everybody?
back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. Today's first matchup is going to be between Diversion and Pinnacle in the Titan League. And joining me on the desk today is Cog. Cog, how are we feeling about today's matchup?
Feeling pretty good tonight, Colson. It's always good to be on the 8 o'clock slate with you. Another week, another great matchup here in the Titan League. Pretty two exciting and thrilling teams, both in playoff contention. So I know you want to talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely, I do. Pinnacle, currently 8-4, is in second place in the Titan League division. They are currently in a 4-way tie for second, though. Very close for these playoff spots. And then Diversion is 6-6, and it is a 5-way tie for sixth place that they're a part of. There's actually a team that's 6-6 that's in the playoff spot, so every win for these teams matters. It is unbelievably close. A win could make or break your season. I'm a little bit curious. You know these players a little bit better than I do. You have a little more history with them. You were talking to me about this Pinnacle squad earlier. Do you want to elaborate on that for the stream?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch this matchup. I know Crate and Lucian or Lucia have played together in previous leagues, especially under a team of mine. And with Cynical there, I think Cynical is like super talented, and I haven't seen him play, but I've heard great things. So this squad overall, I mean, you got Crate. He's coming in as the point leader, the goal leader, and if I'm not mistaken, the shot leader with 5 shots per game. So this Pinnacle squad is all about offense, and I'm pretty excited to see what they're going to do. And then on the other side here, we've got Diversion, and they just ended up picking up Geo last week. I believe they went 1-1 with him. I'm not sure if he played both those games, but it does look like Geo's in the lobby. So they ended up giving up a first and second round pick for Geo. They were definitely trying to make that push into the playoffs.
And it is a push for all of these teams. Like I said, dropping to just 8-5, if you're Pinnacle, could make it a little rocky for you because there are teams that are right on your heels. Diversion is 6-6. Like I said earlier, 5-way tie. A win will give them the edge for not just the play-ins, but for the playoffs. They're going to have to trust and hope in themselves because they need to go the distance. Unbelievably close so far. And I think Geo is going to be the one that I look to take that step to bring Diversion to that next level. Like you said, they traded a lot for him in this division and in this league. So he's going to have to step up. He's going to be the guy that Diversion needs to push into the playoff spots. Players are loading up into the lobby as we speak, and we dive into the first kickoff of game number 1. Kratos and Geo putting pressure onto the blue half. Blue is Pinnacle, red is Diversion. So if you guys are keeping track of that. And a lot of early pressure coming out right now for Diversion. A lot of great midfield pressure, and they're getting a couple of good boost grabs, but Cynical's able to pop this one out and away. Geo brings it back in, trying to make something happen, gets a double touch back into the center of the field where Sean is able to grab some boost. Cottony able to 50 out Kratos. Geo sending it early again, but gets dunked out by Cynical. Kratos up for that one early, trying to get this counterattack on. Great demo coming out from Cynical, but Geo gets a strong clear, enough for Cottony to get back to it. Kratos with a great dunk down, waterfall down, no one goes. That could have been the chance for Pinnacle. But like I always say, game number 1s are nervy. They are ping-ponging. They are just testing the waters, seeing what you can go for, and normally pretty safe. Great clear from Cottony, and that will be a wide open net. A lapse in rotation coming out from Pinnacle.
Yeah, it looks like Taito's going to try to play it into himself off the back wall here, and he's not going to get the touch he's looking for. And Cottony is going to play a punishing ball into that bottom right-hand corner. That's an amazing powerful shot from him from his own end, putting up Diversion 1-0.
1 minute into the game and 1 goal scored so far. Gio pops this one up to himself, gets the flip, goes for a second one, but gets saved away by Chad. Sean pops this one down for Cotney. Cotney looked for Gio, but Gio went back for some boost. He recovers well. Quick shot, but Chad able to save it away. Cynical with a quick 1-2, popping this one even further into the opposition's half. Kratos trying to get a double, but Cotney able to pop it away. Cynical gets 50'd out by Gio at the midfield line. Chad looks for Kratos, but a little bit behind him. Cotney quick to that ball, pops this one over the defender, but Cynical does well to pop it back over to him. 1-2 pass, back and forth, seeing what they can get away with, seeing how aggressive they can be. That did come to bite them already on the side of Pinnacle, and this could be their chance. Wide open net, but Gio able to save this double touch out and away. Counterattack starting for the other squad, and Diversion doubles up their lead in just another minute.
Yeah, and Gio gonna get in a nice little counter-attacking play here, and I do believe Pinnacle is getting a little bit too offensive in this first half of the match. I think we're seeing them overcommit a little bit, and that's leading to these Diversion goals, but if you're a Diversion fan, you're happy to be up 2-0.
Diversion looks good with this addition of Gio. Sean tripling up the lead with a bar down shot. The fourth man for Pinnacle not able to keep that one out, and first 2 goals took 2 minutes. The next one took just 10 seconds.
Yeah, no doubt about that, and I'm not sure what this Pinnacle squad is doing here. They're definitely playing a little bit lackluster, but Diversion has come out swinging, so Pinnacle need to get back on their toes if they want to be back in this game 1.
There have been a couple of chances for Pinnacle, but unfortunately they haven't been able to capitalize on them. And they did send the house on those chances. It didn't work out for them, and it led to a goal. I love how aggressive Gio has been so far in this game. He is doing wonders for this team. 3 shots in 1 goal for him. But let's dive back into the action. Chad fakes the flip reset, then pops it back up high. Kratos gets a 50 out. Gio trying to get something going for Diversion. Cotney pops this one, keeps it close, and beats out Chad. This could be dangerous, but it goes just off the crossbar, and we remain at a 3-goal lead. Kratos trying to do it himself, doesn't have enough to get back to the ball. Able to steal away the boost from the other team, but Cynical gets 50'd out, and Kratos keeps the pressure on. Sean with an easy save, getting it around 1, grabbing that midfield boost and popping it into the air. Mistouch comes out, and Cynical trying to take full advantage of it, but Cotney does well, getting it over 1 defender. Gio getting it by another. Cynical whips on the ball. I don't think anyone was expecting it, or surely that would have been the 4th goal for Diversion Cog.
Yeah, this Diversion squad has been playing a lot better than I expected. Don't get me wrong, Cotney, a staple in this league. I didn't expect him necessarily to play lackluster or anything, but this Diversion team is very much confusing me. I see that Pinnacle may be missing Lush, but I mean, this Pinnacle squad still has Cynical and Crate, and that is a formidable duo.
Yeah, Chad coming in as the substitute for Lucian. So a little copium could be that they don't have their full squad, but full squad or not, these are all Titan level players. But Cotney almost able to do it himself. It does get saved away on the goal line by Cynical. Cynical has been fantastic so far. Quick 1-2 over to Kratos, but he does send it off that back wall. 50'd out and away. Sean looking to follow up on this one. Beats out 1. Chad, what are you going to do? Keeping it close. I love that, but Gio gets it by, and Kratos has to save it away again. So far, this Pinnacle squad has been tested, and this Diversion squad is doing a phenomenal job keeping that pressure on, keeping it awkward for this Pinnacle squad, and that is why they remain scoreless going into the last 30 seconds of game number 1. Cynical with a quick shot, but Cotney able to pop this one back up to Gio. Gio trying to prove his worth from the trade, getting 1 reset, trying to figure it out for Cotney, but they were just not on the same page. 20 seconds remaining. Sean popping this one off the ceiling, trying to get it to waterfall down, but Kratos has it red. Great 50 coming out. Chad diving onto it and popping it up high, where Sean goes to reach it with full boost. Off the sidewall, pinched out and over. Cynical misses. Gio not expecting it, going for a bump, but it doesn't work. This will be a goal for the road for Pinnacle. 2 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Diversion getting a little bit eager there to get their 4th goal and maybe a little bit out of position. Looks like none of them will have any boost, and Kratos is going to put that one in the back of their net and take a little commissary goal as a way out here in this game 1.
diving into the 5th kickoff, and this would have been a goal for Diversion, but it does hit the ground. Diversion coming out huge with a win, 3-1 over Pinnacle in game number 1.
Yeah, and again, I'm going to reiterate a Diversion really surprising me here. Gio, obviously they traded a lot to get him, and I'm sure they're happy to see whether he's doing in this stream game. They're coming off of a reverse sweep in their last series, and I mean they look really good in this series. They only let up that goal at the very last second from overcommitting, and again they were up 3-0. It's not really too bad of a goal. I really do want to see more from this Pinnacle team, specifically Crate. I mean he's averaging a cycle a game in this Titan league, so I'm eager to get to this game too.
So my Diversion putting up 11 shots to the 6 coming out from Pinnacle. Pinnacle was on defense for a lot of that game, almost getting doubled on their shots on net. That is not what you expect to see from the team that is favored going into this matchup at 8-4, but I'm sure they will be able to bounce back as we dive into game number 2. Cynical and Sean onto the kickoff, and Chad will take over, trying to shoot this one on, but not enough power to get it by Cotney. Lucian is now in the lobby, if I'm not mistaken, swapping out one of his teammates. So we're getting a different look on this squad, and immediately it comes to fruition. Cynical with a great quick strike.
That's Lucian coming in for Crate here, but Chad giving a nice little fake pass to Cynical, and Cynical's going to put that one in the back of the net. The second most deadly player on this team, if not just as deadly as Crate. And Pinnacle happened to take a 1-0 lead with their sub.
Fantastic with the swap. Maybe the other team wasn't expecting it. Cotney popping this one up into the air, trying to get a quick response, popping it over one, but it's saved away by Cynical. Sean quick to it, but Chad waiting front post for it. Decides to take his time, but does get his boost taken. Lucian, a low boost, pops it up. Cotney trying to punish, but Cynical is on the back wall waiting for it. Sean, low boost, elects to go anyway, keeping this pressure on for the Diversion squad. But Cynical able to pop it out mid and buy his team some precious seconds. Cotney bumping Chad on the backboard, but Chad able to get it into the opposite corner. Quick shot from Gio, but Lucian has that one red. Lucian now takes control at the midfield line. Wide open net. Cotney, are you back? No! Lucian, the sub, getting his goal immediately in game number 2.
And maybe I'm mistaken who the starting roster is, because this Pinnacle squad is doing a lot better in this first minute than they were in the last 5 minutes of that game too. Lush coming into the game and making a big impact to put them up 2-0.
Lush, as they call him in the chat, is coming out huge. Immediate impact in this game so far. Sean 50 down, but Cynical able to get to that ball first. Cynical also trying to stay on it, but is not able to get back to it. Lead back. Gio with a quick shot down, but Chad able to get back to it on a great force challenge coming out from Lucian. Gio trying to get a quick shot on, but it goes just a little bit wide. Cynical tries to pop this one back himself, but that gets demoed for his efforts. Lucian pops this one up, gets bumped out of the way. Sean trying to put some pressure on, but no one there for the follow-up. Gio pops this one up to himself. 50 is out 2 defenders, and Lucian pops it right back to him. He fakes it out for Sean. Sean trying to get a quick shot, but Lucian has it red as well. Gio with a lot of speed. I love the aggression that I'm seeing from him so far. What does this Diversion squad need to do to break into this game number 2, Doc?
Yeah, we saw a lot of offense from them, mainly in the first 2 minutes of that game 1, but if we're counting last game, they are almost 5 minutes now, if not 5 minutes without a goal. So we've definitely seen the Pinnacle step up their defense, and if you're Diversion, I think that you really do kind of want to start finishing your opportunities. I don't think it's been a lack of chances by any means, just maybe a lack of finishing those opportunities. Wow.
Speaking of finishing your opportunities, Chad gets credit for the goal, but Luke's coming up huge again. What a great touch, beating out the third man from Diversion, and Chad gets the easiest goal of his career. Just over half of the game remaining, we dive into our 4th kickoff. This has been a complete role reversal from game number 1. Wouldn't you say so, Cobb?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that Lush has made a crazy impact in the first 2 minutes of this game, and maybe not half of this game, but it's been all Pinnacle in this game, and we really do want to see Diversion get on the board, but Pinnacle is kind of just suffocating them right now when it comes in terms of defense and offense.
He has a goal and he has an assist. It would have been 2 goals, but his teammate was just making sure it went into the back of the net. Great 50 coming out by Cynical, and it could be on target, but Sean waits the last second to pop this one out and away. Chad up on the wall. Lucian trying to get another goal back out, make up for what his teammate took away. But Gio takes up to the skies, getting it over one. Chad trying to recover to this, but it is popped away into the corner by the man of the hour. Gets a bump in the midfield line. Chad trying to keep it going. Sean popping it over for a teammate, but he does not elect to stay. Cynical trying to beat out Gio, but Gio has a great 50 on it. And a quick shot. Chad able to pop this one into the corner, saving it barely from this diversion pressure. As 1:30 are about to remain on the clock, Diversion's offense seems to have been stifled. Gio looking for a sidewall read, trying to make something happen because none of this pressure seems to be throwing a wrench in Pinnacle's plans, Cobb.
Yeah, I really do think we need to get Cottony a little bit more involved, in my opinion. I think that he was a very, very big influencer in that game one and was very influential to their win. And he really hasn't had too much impact in this game. I don't know if he needs to just get on the ball a little bit more, or if it's Pinnacle just not letting him get on the ball. But overall, this Pinnacle squad is just showing us dominant form.
Yeah, Cottony has 3 shots, just putting the 4th off of the 4th man of Pinnacle. But this 8-4 roster is starting to show up. Lucian pops this one a little awkward, not enough to Cynical, but Cynical makes up for it. Another 50 comes out, and this Pinnacle squad happy to waste time. Double commit comes out, Cottony puts it off. Just like you said, he's now involved in this game.
Yeah, and we'll have to see if it's a little bit too late or not, but it's looking like Pinnacle not going to get the touch you're looking for, but Cottony, I mean, great placement there. Put it in the bottom left-hand corner, off the post, ricocheting into the middle of the net. At least putting them in this game with 40 seconds left.
I've seen crazier comebacks with less time on the clock. Diversion need to have it started now. Gio trying to do it himself, pops it over Cynical. Double commit coming out on the side of Pinnacle, but Lucian able to get a quick follow-up, wasting more precious seconds off this clock. Gio pops this one up and high, but Chad has it read. Cottony just trying to keep it in, looking for Sean, but Sean has no boost. Lucian maybe had an open net, but he elects to waste more time. Cynical and Sean with the 50-50, another 50-50 coming out from Gio and Chad, but Lucian gets the all-important 50 back into the corner. Lucian pops this one out mid, Cynical goes for it, and Gio now needs to put the ball down. Doesn't matter, this game goes to Pinnacle, and this series is tied 1-1.
Yeah, and they kind of took away my punchline. Both these games were pretty much 3-1 games up until this last second goal, but I gotta say, again, just another goal for the road. Maybe that's what decided this game too, was Pinnacle getting that at the end of game one, so Pinnacle, just amazing form in this game, though, Colson.
Yeah, they looked phenomenal. I think I read somewhere in chat, I think it was Crate that said he was on high ping. So Lucian stepping up and coming in huge in this game. He got credited with an assist, but make no mistake, Chad's goal should have been his. Chad was just doing his due diligence, making sure it was in the back of the net. And I love the pressure that I saw from Pinnacle in this game. They didn't have many shots, nearly as many shots actually, as the Diversion squad, but their defense stood tall where Diversions couldn't. And it was amazing defensive play coming out. A lot of non-threatening offense coming out from Diversion, though. I imagine they will try to shift that back into gear, but Gio own goal, Cynical gets credit for the goal, much like his teammate did earlier, and it immediately goes the way of Pinnacle.
Yeah, and that's a great kickoff from Lucian, who again was coming into that game too, and Cynical is going to put that one right into the back of the net, and Pinnacle are going to be happy to take a very early lead in this game 3.
Pressure for Pinnacle now. All the pressure will be on Diversion. Are they finally going to be able to get their offense going again? And this could be the match, the immediate light, the spark for this offense. A couple whiffs coming out on the side of Pinnacle, but Lucian able to save it away. Putting this guy in, he has done wonders. He seems to be the cornerstone of this team so far. And I think Diversion's gonna need to displace it, and Gio shifting the earth true to his name with a crazy redirect into the back of the net, tying it up.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, you get 2 guys up with a hand up, and Gio says, no, we're going to put this one, drop it down right into the middle of your net, and that's going to give Diversion the kick they need, hopefully, to get them back into this game 3.
I said you needed to displace Lucian, and Gio immediately did. It's like he's heeding my words. He's going for it again. Gets it over Chad, but it's just off the 4th man of Pinnacle. Sean popping it back to himself. getting it over to Cottney. Cynical trying to pop this one out in a way, but Sean elects to keep it in the Pinnacle have. Lucian pops this one up, gets a full boost, but no one mid to receive his 50. Sean with a quick strike, but Cynical pops it into the corner. Great demo coming out from Lush, alleviating some of that pressure that was building onto their half. Gio pops this one up into the corner, trying to get a bump on the back line as Cottney's up in the air, but not enough to get through. This defense from Pinnacle has stood tall in this series so far as Lush goes for a double. Excuse me, that was not Lush, that was Thychad. Thychad now is going to have to come up big. He does get a beat. Cynical stays on it with a quick shot, but it goes off the fourth man, down and out. The fourth man for both of these teams has come up huge so far in game number 3.
Yeah, no doubt the post has been very crucial to keeping this game tied up 1-1 as we go over this 3-minute mark. Colson, this has been a very intriguing game 3, considering that game 1 and game 2 were both significant blowouts by this point, or maybe 3-0 isn't a significant blowout, but regardless, still up 3-0 in game 1 and 2 for one of these teams, and we finally have the first close game of the series. I'm not sure who's going to take this one.
Man, I think I'm going to have to put all my eyes on Gio and all my eyes on, I guess I'll do 1 and 1. I'll do one eye on Gio, one eye on Luge. They have been the team players that have stepped up for their teams, and Luge tries to get a quick shot, but Gio saves it away. Sean trying to get a quick strike, but Cynical pops it into the corner. But the diversion pressure starts to arise. Gio gets a beat on 2 players. This could be the chance. Cottney takes his time, finds Gio. Gio with a quick shot into the top of the net. Are you kidding me, Gio?
And Cottney and Gio have looked like this 1-2 punch. Anytime diversion is scoring, it is Cottney to Gio, it is Gio to Cottney, or it is one of the 2 doing it themselves this game. Nothing to take away from Sean, but these 2 are absolutely tearing it up on the field, going halfway through this game.
Sean is doing a great job. He's minimizing his own mistakes. He trusts that his team will be the ones that need to pop off. Sometimes you only need 68 points, 82 now as he gets credited for a center. But you don't need to do much. If your teammates are popping off, you might as well let them set him up. Great pop-up for Cottney, but he does get 50'd out by Thychad. Cynical trying to make something happen, but Gio pops his one away to the corner for Sean. Sean almost hits him on the 1-2, but it goes into the Pinnacle half regardless. Great cut coming out from Sean, and this could lead to a goal, but Cynical has that one read all the way. Popped back in, Cottney trying to make some more magic happen, gets it over to Sean. Sean off the backboard, Gio with the easiest shot of his life. Ladies and gentlemen, throw your hats onto the pitch because he has a hat trick.
Yeah, and Cottney's setting up that play initially, but Sean getting the touch over, it's like he heard us talking about it. He says, hey guys, I'm going to get involved in the play, and giving Gio that nice easy pass into the top left-hand corner, and Diversion's going to take this 3-1 lead as we are oh so used to seeing in this series.
A beautiful play, I think, from Sean. He didn't try to overcomplicate it. He didn't try to overheat as Gio almost puts another one in, making it 4. But Sean has just looked solid so far. He just doesn't try to do too much. He's letting his teammates shine. That is beautiful team play coming out from him. Lush, I think you need to step up, and touches like that are not going to be how you do it. Triple commit comes out on the back line of Pinnacle, and this looks to be a repeat of game number 1. Diversion with all the pressure. Their offense looks threatening yet again, and here we go into the last 60 seconds of game time. Cottney, great midfield presence, gets beat out by Luge. Luge trying to put one on target, but Gio, ever present, able to save it away. Sean gets a late flip, great hold on it, just freezing the defense for a second longer. Now precious seconds in favor of Diversion. Cottney trying to pop it over 1, but Cynical has it read. Cynical going for the bump. Gio has it read, a great fake on the early chow, and elects to let that ball fall to his lap. Cog, what are we thinking as we enter the last 45 seconds?
I think Diversion's just playing a really good possession at this point. I think they know they're up 3-1. They got a 2-goal lead in this series, and they are still going for more, it looks like. But for the most part, we want to keep it down on this end, and they're doing a great job of keeping it in the midfield, keeping it off of their end, and Sean coming up with a great save right there. And like you said, I think he's kind of been like the sleeper of this team. He's kind of the glue. He's letting these guys do whatever they want to do on offense, and that's what is going to give them this 2-1 lead in this series as we close out these final seconds.
Yeah, his third man has looked solid. He's being patient but challenging when he needs to. He understands the pace of play as Gio tries to go for something crazy, but it does end up hitting the ground. The flip reset Musty didn't go his way, but it doesn't matter because this game did. A repeat of game number 1. Diversion are up 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and Diversion looked really good in this game. Really, Gio looked amazing in this game. I mean, his offense, that drop down, that redirect that he had, and over 2 Pinnacle defenders was absolutely immaculate. I think that definitely sparked the diffusion offense, and no doubt is what carried them probably into this Game 3 victory.
12 shots for Diversion to the 3 from Pinnacle. Pinnacle didn't have any pressure in this game. Cynical was the only one that had any shots. 3 shots for him, 3 saves, and a goal. Lush was kept to nothing. They did a great job on that heads-up play. I think Kratos is going to be back in this game. Maybe his internet was fixed up. I hope it is, because I would love to see it go the distance. What do you think that Pinnacle needs to do to get back into this series?
Well, I mean, putting your more than likely your best player back on the field is going to help. I know even if he's got a little bit of lag going on. I didn't think that Lush would be their bench player, but it looks like he is. I think this Pinnacle team is just going to get a new formation going again, and hopefully going to catch this Diversion squad off guard. And we'll see what happens here in this game 4.
I think we need to see, they need to use each other as teammates, right? That's the most important thing. This is a team game for a reason. Cotney trying to get an early goal, but it is kept out of the way. Great bump comes out from Thichat. Sean up early, but Thichat gets a beat on him. It's now a 2v1. Popped up mid, but Sean, again, ever present, just the greatest, safest touches for his team, allowing Gio to try to go for a full field double touch. But this is where you got to be careful when you're Sean, when you have a bunch of Pinnacle players going towards you, but he does just enough to get Gio to get to the save. Sean now taking his time up into the air, getting it over 1, popping it back down mid. Gio with the shot and the goal. Sean, another selfless play, and Gio always there to capitalize.
Yeah, that was a great pass out of the backfield from Cotney up to Sean on the back wall, and Sean is going to give it off the back wall to Gio, and overall just a great team play from this Diversion squad, putting them up 1-0 early in Game 4.
I am worried that we're going to see a closer repeat to game number 1, especially because Cotney and Gio are firing on all cylinders. Sean is looking ever stable, and now they need to get another save, and he does. Gio up to the back wall, trying to get a corner read, but he does not do enough to put that one on target. I think this back and forth coming out from the Pinnacle squad could disrupt their rhythm that they found in game number 2. Unfortunately, Lush is no longer here again, and Kratos is now back on the pitch. Like you said earlier, he does have a little bit of ping, but he will need to step up regardless. Cynical going for a sidewall read, and it almost works. That's a great bump, Thichat, but Kratos can't make the read. Blame that one on the ping, brush it off. We got to keep going. You have time left. Thichat looking for a bump onto Cotney. Cynical trying to get a reset, gets it low, but Gio shifts the earth, shifts the ground in his favor, and able to make that save, keeping it in Diversion's favor. This game has been great so far. What do we think we need to see from Pinnacle in order for them to get their foot and get their foothold in it?
I mean, Diversion has definitely found a groove here, but Pinnacle, I mean, they are no strangers to offenses. They're going to try to put up a shot here, but they have their most offensive squad, I would think, out here on the field right now. I don't know why you wouldn't if you're down 2-1 in a series, but these guys are going back and forth. They're trying to trade blows on offense. I'm excited.
Cynical pops this one up to the ceiling, gets a touch from it, and now Kratos is there to follow up on it. I think that Pinnacle need to do what they have going on Diversion. Sean has been the man with the plan, passing it to his teammates, being a great, solid teammate. There he is diving again, just gets the 50, gets another one, buying precious seconds for his team. I think someone needs to step up and be selfless. Not everyone can be the man. And this is where Sean can strike, but he misses his double tap. He gets a great pass mid, but Cotney isn't there to receive it. Great trying to get to this one, but he fakes it out for Cynical. Low boost on the side of Pinnacle. They have done a great job. Diversion has starving them so far. Great, you got to send it for this one. Cynical again, low boost, not enough to beat it out. Sean with a quick shot on target with iChad able to save it away. Tries to get it past midfield, but this midfield presence from Diversion is doing wonders. Cotney dunks out Kratos, but iChad able to put this one into the corner. I think they need to start speeding up their game. They're taking a little bit too much time. I like how they're trying to bait in the defense of Diversion, but it hasn't worked thus far. Gio getting another save. No boost, flips at it, and it works. Sean fakes out the touch. Maybe he gets it. Maybe that was a ghost touch. I thought he didn't get it, but regardless, doubling up the lead is Diversion.
Ooh, Gio getting what looked like a shot on target. Sean, I don't know if he was going for a bump. Obviously not. That redirect was pretty crazy. That was a soft touch to put them up 2-0 with 90 seconds to go.
I don't know if it changed the ball speed, but Sean is taking his time, passing over to Cotney, but Cotney isn't able to find the mark. Gio off the ceiling, Cynical trying to challenge him to it, but you can't get it when he's feeling so good. Cotney now trying to keep this pressure on, but Kratos able to save this one away. Sean with a great beat, Cotney with a quick shot, getting it around one. Sean gets his goal! The man who's been so selfless now has 2 in game number 4.
Yeah, and just like I was saying before, it was the Cotney and Gio show. This one has been the Sean and Gio show. Sean and Gio have been setting each other up. Cotney here, obviously, giving a great pass to Sean. But overall, just great team play in this game 4 from Diversion, and they've got to be feeling comfortable with a 3-goal lead.
How could you not? This has been the story of the series. The team that got 3 goals is the one that took home the game. And it looks like Diversion is trying to finish this series in 4. Cynical beating 2, but Daichad misses on that one. Gio scoops it up, takes his time, beats 1, beats 2, tries to get it to Sean, who pre-flipped on net, but it does not go in. Sean trying to get around Cynical and does. Daichad popping it back into the corner. Cotney with a quick shot, but Kratos able to save it away and stay on it. Sean with that read. Cotney maybe wanted to go for it, but saw Daichad there. Double commit. This could be Pinnacle's chance, and they need to strike now. They need to strike twice while the iron is hot. But now with 20 seconds remaining, I think this game is all but over. Maybe we'll get one for the road. That has been the theme of this series. But regardless, Diversion are going to take this series, advance to 7-6, and increase their chances of the playoffs.
Yeah, Diversion, you're going to be very happy, especially after the trade with Gio. You got a reverse sweep last Wednesday, and you're starting off the week right with a win over Pinnacle and a very strong Pinnacle squad. That was no slouch. They definitely earned that win. I'm pretty happy for this Diversion team.
Diversion looked great. I think that the draft picks were worth it in my mind. There was a decrease in shots coming out from Diversion, but regardless, they had 3 goals anyway. There were more shots on the side of Pinnacle. They over doubled them from game number 3, but it was not enough to get them back into game number 4 and into the series. An unfortunate way to go out. But Pinnacle was 8-4 before this, so they do have a little bit of breathing room. They've dropped to 8-5, but that still keeps them above Diversion, who is now 7-6. I don't want to say those numbers the other way around, but Cog, what are we feeling after that game? What did you like that you saw?
Yeah, I think that, like you said, I think that Gio definitely is a very valuable player. I think that him coming up, he just came off of the free agency. I think he was coming from Gravity, if I'm not mistaken, over this Diversion team, and they're 2-1 with him now. They're going to be happy to take a win over that Pinnacle squad. I know that Pinnacle squad was having a little bit of issues tonight, but regardless, I mean, you can't take anything away from Diversion. They're jumping their way up into the plans at least a little bit more securely after this Monday night win.
And they looked great. We have a couple more series for you after a quick break. Our next one will start around 8:45. Any last words that you have, Cog, before we send it to a quick break?
No, I think this was a great Titan League matchup, and I look forward to the games the rest of the night.
Thank you all very much for watching our first match of the night in Titan League. We are going to ship off to a quick break, but don't go anywhere. More Nemesis League is coming right back.
moment, my fate written, I'm chosen. Other spirits fall, but mine has ceased to be broken. You stripping down my pride, but time my only opponent. And lately I abide, but limitless I've awoken. So let me show you that everything I sacrificed mattered. All that blood, sweat, tears that I scattered. All that fake talk, fear that you splattered. Push me to right here, a new chapter.
Here, now, waiting for the flag to fall. Here, now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it. It's so close, I feel it. Here, now, this is the moment.
One too many times, the shots that y'all are taking. One too many times that I've been stuck patient on my downfall. Antidote seeking while I was vacant, but the crown falls simply to those who try to take it. One shot to get two paid, and my three wet like lemonade. 4 times and I step back just to reload and I let it spray. This is everything that I need, everything that I wanted, everything that I bleed. This is victory and I got it, cause I'm here, now,
Waiting for the flag to fall.
waiting.
Here, now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it. It's so close, I feel it. Here, now, this is the moment.
right here, right now, right now.
Now, waiting for the curtain call. Here, now, this is the moment.
An overwood, a rose will die. Love is damage in disguise. Can never say that I never tried. I held you with my hands tied. If it's true, love is blind. What did I fall for at first sight? 'Cause love is damage in disguise. No clocks are right 2 times a day. My broke heart is just one and the same. Once when you take my breath away, and when I suffocate. But if this is the last time I say sorry, well I take it back, 'cause I don't mean it. You are the cancer in my body. I'm playing take, 'cause I still feel it. 'Cause I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I know the diamonds in your eyes were just your tears catching light. A bit of crime with no alibis. You can't kill what is already died. No clocks are right 2 times a day. My broke heart is just one and the same. Once when you take my breath away, and when I suffocate. But if this is the last time I say sorry, well I take it back, 'cause I don't mean it. You are the cancer in my body. I'm playing take, 'cause I still feel it. 'Cause I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. You know I could be the tour guide, help you find your darkest side. You know I could be the tour guide. You know I could be the tour guide, help you find your darkest side. You know I could be the tour guide. don't mean it. You are the cancer in my body. I'm done playing dead, 'cause I still feel it. But if this is the last time I say sorry, well, I'll take it back, 'cause I don't mean it. You are the cancer in my body. I'm done playing dead, 'cause I still feel it. 'Cause I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Literally, he puts it in 0 seconds remaining. He seems to be playing hard for it. As, oh my goodness, Rudy, what is this?
Doesn't get the touch he's looking for. Kato, Scott, oh, he gets the flick and he gets it through. Replace this head. He's gonna get the shot. He's gonna put it in. Back to back. Backward, can he find the touch? He's gonna put the shot on.
High off the backboard here. Opportunity. Here comes the shot.
Hold on. Surely this can't. Oh my
It's
lord.
go with the shot. It's gonna go in.
Oh, Palpate on the goal line. He did not win nearly over. Sweep. It comes through. The Venom, the improbable, the impossible, the 4-time champions.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. Joining me in the booth is someone that might not be Ventus, but it might be Ventus. I don't know. Chunk, how we doing, man?
Doing pretty well. I'm feeling
Yeah.
a little Ventus-y tonight, so
Oh,
we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited to see how this game pans out.
yeah, it'll be a fun one for sure. We're going to the rival league. We were just in the Titan League, so we're getting the top tier action out of Titan, and now we're going just a step below into rival, and we have some really good teams up in store for us here. We have Hydra Thunderbirds. You were doing a little research on them. Obviously, this is my league, so I know a little bit as well. But you did a little research as well. What did you find about these two teams?
Well, I know I was watching in our little spectating chat. I was watching the end of that. I believe it was Gravelords, the undefeated team. Yeah, Gravelords versus Hydra. It went in the game 5, and I think that game was a lot closer than I expected. So I've got a lot of expectations for Hydra coming into this, just based off what I saw in the ending of that game. If they can compete with the Gravelords, who are, I believe, they're undefeated. Are they not? If
Yeah,
they
they
can
are.
compete, if they can compete with them, then they can probably compete with any team in the league.
Yeah, for sure. Hydra have been looking a lot stronger. They picked up Dissa through a trade. So now it's Boy Wonder, Dissa, and Ploutsy. Ploutsy as well, a huge pickup for him. But honestly, I think you got to look out for Dissa and Boy Wonder. And Ploutsy is their highest Sal player, I believe. So that just tells you this team is really, really well rounded. But on the other side, we have the Thunderbirds with Crip, Nevro, and DJ Khalid. Now, I know I scrimmed this team before. It did not go well for them. However, they did not play DJ Khalid at the time. So I want to see if it can go a little bit different, because I do think that Crip and Nevro can be a great duo. Those are two A tier players. And that's like two A-tier players with Nevro and Crip, and so I do think they can always put up a fight. Both these teams, by the way, are 7-5, 7-5. So, and you would think 7-5 is a bad record, Chunk, but if you look at the rest of Rival, there's 3 teams at 7-5, and those are like the 4, 5, and 6 seed. So this is a huge matchup just for seeding purposes. Whoever wins this one, you're going to 8-4. You're knocking out one of your biggest competitors down to 7-6. So coming out on top is going to be huge. Chunk, give me a prediction as we get into game number 1 here.
I've got Hydra 3-1 in this series. I just was impressed from what I saw from them last weekend. I feel like if you want to prove something, I feel like Thunderbirds need to really step out and show us what they got in game 1. Then I'll feel more confident as Neff will get an early goal, proving me wrong already here. Flip.
Yeah, well, great solo play here by Neff. Just Boy Wonder misses the boost, knows he's awkward, and just fakes it right past him. And man, what a great solo play there from Nevro. That's the kind of plays that you're kind of looking at from this guy. He is just that good sometimes, and he can be the biggest difference maker for sure for this Thunderbirds team. Boy Wonder looking for one touch. Distant now going for the sidewall. Couldn't get the double, so Nevro's going to have a huge clear here. Ploutsy up. Not going to get the touch. That was off the backboard. A little awkward. The shot coming through just high. Ploutsy also able to clear that one away. Nevro maybe looking for a pass. Gets a 50. That one off the sidewall. That shot just wide from Crip. Dissa trying to chase that one down. Gets one good touch. Maybe a counterattack here. Crip's pop really high. Nevro only one in the air. Not the best touch though. Straight down to Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder with a touch. That one's off to the corner. No shot here from Dissa, but Ploutsy with some patience able to keep that one in play. Hydra seem to have found a little offense here, maybe a little bit of rhythm, but still no shots to show for it. Dissa now trying to make another sidewall double, not going to happen, and that ball, it gets cleared, but the Hydra midfield line is holding strong here. Now a counterattack opportunity off of it, not going to come through, but some early good pressure here from Hydra. I think they've bounced back well after that first goal that they gave up. Their offense, which is the scariest part about this team so far, it's starting to click.
It kind of looked sketchy off that, just a little miscue early on, letting up that goal. It's just one big mistake that kind of cost them the goal, but they're kind of clicking now. The defense has not really had to be a factor as they have been constantly pressuring this Thunderbirds backline. And I think this pressure will eventually crack the Thunderbirds. They just need to find a good opportunity.
One chance is all they really need. Not going to happen there as nobody was waiting in the midfield. Said it's going to be Dissa playing off that touch from Nevro. That ball shoots across the net. Boy Wonder biding his time once again. It gets a good 50 towards the midfield. Ploutsy, he dives. Now it's just Dissa. And this is the kind of opportunity that you don't want to give Thunderbirds. Maybe a 50 here. A great 50 from DJ Clyde. But not going to go in there as the counterattack opportunity. You kind of got to watch out for it if you're Hydra. You take so many shots. You go so hard on the offense. Your defense can be left vulnerable. Off the backboard, here's an opportunity for Nevro. Again, he puts it away. And a 2-0 lead here for the Thunderbirds.
And Nevro shining tonight. He got a great pass from Crip, and just kind of awkwardness. Boy Wonder wasn't really available. I believe it was Ploutsy in that who just kind of got it shot over him. Just unfortunate there for Hydra. They need to find more sustained way on defense. They've just been pressuring them so much, and the defense really hasn't been there.
The defense does need to step up just a little bit, but their offense needs to just come away with a couple of goals, and they're right back in this thing. That one almost sucked by Crip, but Crip with a nice save there. Boy Wonder, an early challenge, gets Never off the ball, so Dissa's up in the air. Dissa with a full tank of boost, gets it over one, gets a flip reset, might leave it for Ploutsy, but Crip had that one red. Now Boy Wonder, last man back. Dissa maybe looking for the joint, doesn't come through. Would have been a goal almost assuredly, but DJ Clyde gets the save. Now Ploutsy is able to get a nice touch, 58 all the way out, but it's going to be Crip, first one there. Not a lot of boost to work with, gets it under Boy Wonder. Dissa, his touch a little awkward, Nevro there, looking for a pass, maybe just looking for a shot. Dissa has to make the save. Dissa now, 0 boost, more pressure here from the Thunderbirds. Boy Wonder a little caught out, Ploutsy off the sidewall. Missed touch there from Crip, so Nevro, last man back. A great jump here, though, going to play it to his own corner. Clyde is there for the 50 on Boy Wonder. Able to get another 50 on Dissa as well. No real threat there as Nevro clears it to the side. 1.5 minutes remaining. Nevro with a long clear. That one could be on target. Boy Wonder off his own backboard. A little dangerous. The bump doesn't come through, and so it's going to be a free clear here as Nevro up off his own backboard. Still dangerous. counterattack opportunity. Plowsy with one touch off the backboard. Crip, no boost, just has to pop that one up high. Dis maybe looking for a pass down to Boy Wonder, but DJ had that one read. DJ now maybe looking for a pass down mid, doesn't get the touch though. Never and Crip both in the corner, a little bit awkward here. Counterattack opportunity, all of Thunderbirds had committed, but no option out. Now, Boy Wonder off the backboard, off of a demo from Plowsy as well. Crip's gonna have the save. The defense has just been so stout from the Thunderbirds here. Chunk, and with a minute remaining, the Hydra, they really need to find one goal here early, or it's gonna be a lost cause.
Yeah, so far we've seen 4 shots come out and 4 saves. Everything has really been on target, but this Thunderbirds defense has just stayed stout, like you said. They have, as I say that, they find a crack in this defense. So a great little, a missed touch from Crip really leaves Nevro in an awkward situation, and Dissa finds himself a nice double.
Yeah, Dissa was the pickup that kind of shook things up here for this Hydra team, and trying to show why right there. It was a great shot. Now Dissa maybe looking for a pass over to Plowsy. Plowsy shot. It goes in. Hydra, they can strike in an instant, and they do so.
Wow, this game was almost certainly won from what probably felt in the minds of Thunderbirds. They had that 2-0 lead, but they got counterattacked so fast. We just kind of saw the potency that this offense could have. And they really showed us how quickly they can strike and come back.
Yeah, and 15 seconds left. You think this is going to overtime? I would not say this is over. As Crip now with a great 50 there could lead to a counterattack here for Thunderbirds. Nevro gets one pop, might leave it for DJ Clyde, but took too long on it, and Dis is going to send that one long. Crip all the way up here. Crip going to drop that straight down, sending us to overtime. Overtime game 1, Chunk. What else could you ask for between these two teams? Oh, no. I know what I could. Oh! We almost got the save. Dis's shot was not good enough, and it definitely could have been saved, but in the end, a kickoff goal does it. A little kickoff strat it looked like there from Dissa, but man, an anticlimactic finish, but what a comeback here from Hydra.
Yeah, the shot, Dissa had a great opportunity to put on a shot. He kind of put on not the greatest of shots, but it ends up finding the net, so good on him for that, really. I thought for sure it was going to get saved. Good positioning there from Thunderbirds, but the kickoff strat just kind of proved to catch them off guard, which I would like to see if they use that more later on in the series flip.
I mean, they did try to pull it out in one of the kickoffs earlier, and I saw it, and it didn't go straight on Dis's car, but the way he cheats is he hard cheats to a side, and basically if the ball gets 50 to that side and they lose it just a little bit, it goes on Dis's car basically straight into the net, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I don't know what team they learned that from. I don't know what kind of replays Dis is looking up, but it seems to be working for him. Worked out there in the overtime, and Thunderbirds, man. We got to talk about that collapse because it felt like everything was going so well, so right, and then it turned on its head in an instant. Do you think that kind of shell-shocked them a little bit going into this game too? You think, man, we really got to tighten up the defense or they could just score on us like that?
Just kind of the quick, really. The second goal was a kickoff goal, but the first one was just kind of a miscue. Crip really just gave him Dissa the ball, and Dissa very mechanical. We've seen him go for a lot of things early on in that first game, but you do not want to give him prime opportunities like that. Good looks like that are almost certainly a goal, and with that kickoff strat, you do not want to be going to a lot of kickoffs if you are not able to find out the counter to that kickoff.
Yeah, kickoff strat, it can be a huge difference, but it's not always going to go the perfect way, especially in Rival League. But Dissa trying to make a play happen here. Got it past Crip. DJ has to make the save himself, as now he's able to get one more touch, but not a lot of booster work, so Crip tries to take it from him, gets a good 50 himself into the Hydra corner. Boy Wonder now with a good touch, but Never's going to be right on top of that one. Crip already in the air with one touch, off the sidewall, gets another one, the pass is there, but the save from Cloudsy comes through. Nevero couldn't beat Dissa to the ball for that shot, and Dissa going to have a long clear after Crip. Crip now, maybe a pass after Nevero. That one's going to bounce off the sidewall. No, Never's going to be there for the pass mid. Crip's going to be there, and the speed of play was just a little too quick there for Hydra.
Yeah, they found each other in open areas. Everyone just a little too close to each other on this Hydra defense, and the quick little passes and finding each other really led to a great goal there. And I'd like to see more of that if you are Thunderbirds. We didn't really see that in Game 1. We saw a lot of solo plays by Nevero, but we didn't see a whole lot of passing and really just smart team play.
Yeah, but sometimes all you need is a good 50 as that ball bounces dangerously in front of the Hydra net. Is Nevero now going to try to put a shot on. That one's going to go high. DJ Clyde going to get a nice 50 there. That one's bouncing kind of awkwardly, maybe straight down, right in front of the goal. Is never going to get there. No, Cloudy's going to have the clear. 3.5 minutes remaining. Cloudy with no boost, able to hit the clear. Boy Wonder also on 0 boost, still went for it. Just a really high ball there. Was able to get a double as well. That ball going to be sent on target by Cloudsy. No bumps coming through. Boy Wonder last man back. That one high off the backboard. Looking for the double. Crip gonna have the clear. Cloudsy continuing the pressure here for Hydra. Boy Wonder gets bumped and Nevero follows up that touch from DJ as now Nevero maybe looking for a pass. That's a great pass, but only Boy Wonder is there to receive it. As Dissa now going all the way downfield. Gets a boost steal, but did not get the touch on that ball as that ball still bounces super dangerously in the midfield. And Dissa is always there with these cuts. And he is going to always be an annoyance in your own half. And now Cloudsy's looking for the demo. Nevero had to put it off his own backboard. Still a dangerous spot to be. But in the end, Thunderbirds are able to get the ball cleared by a little bit of time. But still, this Hydra offense seems to have kicked it up a gear once again.
Yeah, they really like to step it up. They kind of feel out the defense is what I've kind of seen early on in the game. And then they'll find a quick way, kind of pick you apart slowly. And once they find that first goal, it is dangerous from there. You've got to find a way to stop them when they get going. But so far, Thunderbirds have been able to really play a neutral game right now. Not a lot of shots in general. We only have 5 shots combined right now here, Flip.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if I'm in a rivalry game, I have 5 shots alone every game, and that's just the fact. You just gotta shoot the ball sometimes. These guys make mistakes. Like this ball off the backboard, a mistake could come through, and somebody could have been there, but Dissa, they had a lot of faith in him. Instead, it's going to be a shot here from Cloudsy. That ball is going to bounce off the backboard. Boy Wonder able to get the wrong clear as Dissa now is going to hit that one towards the sidewall. That ball bouncing dangerously, but Boy Wonder able to get the long clear here. Nevero is back, but not a great touch. He was last man back. Crip with a nice fake and a good demo there from Nevero. Nevero also in the corner. A missed touch there from Cloudsy kind of threw Nevero off, and now still more pressure here for Thunderbirds. A bad touch there. Crip, you gotta punish those. Oh my goodness, off the crossbar. And that one rang throughout the whole stadium as that ball could have been the dagger, but instead it's a long clear from Crip, and Crip, you can't miss this one. A bad spawn. Crip, you gotta put it away. And that open net was impossible to miss.
Yeah, Crip got another chance off a great demo in the midfield by DJ Clyde, or DJ Clyde. I think that's how you say it. But it was a great play, just opening up the field and letting Crip really just make up for the mistake he had earlier. But this game is far from over. We saw an identical scenario going late into the last game, and we found we found a counter if we're Hydra, but it's looking like we've got a 3-goal lead instead of a 2-1 now.
Yeah, a team bump in the corner between Dissa and Boy Wonder would not have mattered. I don't think it mattered at all. I've noticed one thing, and I don't know if I want to say it because I need this whenever I play Hydra, but I've already played him in the season. I'll have to play him in playoffs, and so I'll just say it now. Cloudsy overcommits his third a lot, and you're going to see it. He's going to be the one reason that there's going to be a lot of third-man counterattacks. That's all I'm going to say. You'll see it. I hate to call him out, but this Hydra team, it's happened twice already. Let's see if it'll continue. But they kind of needed to throw the kitchen sink, so maybe that's all it was. as they are down now 3 goals with 30 seconds remaining. Let's see if that does matter here as Dissa, last man back, never is going to capitalize on that bad touch. And I just think Hydra at this point, they're looking for any opportunity to attack, and so everybody's looking to go up fields. I think Thunderbirds are just capitalizing on that.
Yeah, I feel like Thunderbirds have really been disrupting these attacks before they really come to fruition. They've been able to kind of stop these first touches, these great booms, these passes. We've kind of seen Hydra on their own half a lot more than we did in that first game, and I think it's done wonders here for Thunderbirds in Game 2.
Yeah, and as Game 2 comes to a close here, this is a very needed bounce back if you are the Thunderbirds after choking, really choking game number 1. You are glad to see a victory in this fashion as they dominate Game 2 4-0. And honestly, it looked pretty comfortable. 3 shots total for Hydra. That's insane to hold them to. That's really good defense, team defense, as a whole there from Thunderbirds.
Yeah, just the disruption I was talking about. Not able to really formulate attacks. Only 3 shots is... I would kind of find Hydra's identity to be an offensive team, but if you were able to really hold them back at defense, they only had 1 save all game, which which they weren't really playing defense. It was a battle of the midfield, but the defense kind of was lackluster when it came to it. We kind of saw some awkwardness, like you said, Plautsy kind of being awkward as third man. We saw a couple of team bumps, a couple of awkwardness back in net. If you are Hydra, you got to work out those kinks here in this game, or find a way to go back to that that hyper offense that we saw in Game 1, where not a lot of defense was even needed.
Let's see what will come through here in Game 3. Every game, its own story. Every twist, a lot of twists and turns in this one so far already. Game 3 sure to provide more here as Crip able to get a long clear. Dissa up, not gonna. Ooh, almost did not get a touch. Boy Wonder here on the backboard with 0 boost. Still really awkward. Plautsy, last man, has to get a touch, and he does. I think he got that through the bump of Nevro as well. Well done there from Plautsy. As now Plautsy, maybe an opportunity, but that ball bounced awkwardly. Crip now maybe look for a shot. That's going to go off the crossbar. Sorry, off the post. Not a really shootable ball there as Nevro, last man, trying to put a shot on target. Boy Wonder has the save. Boy Wonder now looking for the clear, trusted Crip's touch, but Crip pulled the flip in, the fake there. And Plautsy with a nice challenge there. That one's right over DJ, and DJ Clyde almost let a ball through, but a wise decision, maybe a calm from his teammate, I don't know, but in the end, it results in the Thunderbirds able to get a little bit of time, get a lot of boost here. Now Nevro looking for the counterattack. Dissa with a great pre-jump challenge. Plautsy's there, and that's what Hydra's so good at. You don't expect a player to be there, then all of a sudden someone's sneaking up behind you, getting a touch on the ball that you didn't expect, and it's in the back of your net. That time, Thunderbirds had the answer. A great challenge there from Nevro as Dissa, once again, not a great touch here. Dissa try to fall on. Now just trying to challenge, but that ball's over the head of Boy Wonder. Plautsy touch not great. Crip gonna be there. Boy Wonder with the save. Dissa backwards, taking his time, tries to take it to the corner. Doesn't get the touch. That ball at the backboard. DJ Clyde there for the shot. Plautsy there for the save. Now Dissa trying to get the ball clear with a pinch. Trying to wall dash his way to it. Able to get a good 50 there onto Crip, but only as far as DJ Clyde. Plautsy with 0 boost. Able to get the epic save there. Nevro continuing the pressure. The bump came through. The Boy Wonder with the recovery. Now the counterattack's on. Nevro able to get back in time. And with 2 minutes elapsed, back and forth. Still 0-0. Hydra hanging on. Thunderbird not able to break through. A bad touch there from Nevro. DJ Clyde able to get the ball cleared out, and things maybe died down just a little bit. A lot of panic is what it felt like, but Hydra and Thunderbird, both teams able to get things under control. Still 0-0 here halfway through this game, and the defense has stepped up here for Hydra big time so far, Chunk.
Yeah, we've seen what we didn't see early on in this game is Boy Wonder. Little solo played, nearly had a great flick there on target, but it was a great save by DJ Clyde. We've kind of seen some great attacks from Thunderbirds. We haven't really seen a whole lot of offensive opportunities, as Dissa will find an offensive opportunity of his own. Just DJ Clyde left back, and great flick. Dissa able to read his own touch there, flip in. That is what you want to see, Hydra. If you are Hydra, you have never been leading so far in the series.
Yeah, a total of 0 seconds. They won a game in overtime, but before that, it literally had not taken the lead. As Dissa, he was looking really awkward so far this game. Able to make a nice play there. To be fair, it was a bad touch from Nevro. It was a double commit from Nevro and Crip that basically led to that goal immediately. As Crip's going to get a touch there, Nevro's going to try to follow that one up, and DJ Clyde's going to get one touch, maybe try to look for a follow off the corner. A little awkward for him, but the defense there from Thunderbirds was fine until a bad double commit, and Dissa capitalized immediately, and that's what Thunderbirds can do to you. As another double commit here, but a good touch there to the corner. Dissa, not a great touch, as Nevro's going to have a long clear here. Cloudsy with one touch, but only as far as DJ, as now Nevro in the side wall. Oh, he was looking for the shot. Nobody there to follow up that touch. Dissa now looking for the counterattack. It's a good pinch. Couldn't get the demo though. DJ Clyde couldn't try to get a pass out. Crip was demoed, a little awkward for him. Able to get a nice touch there though. And DJ Clyde, 0 boost, just has to go. And Cloudsy able to slot that one away. A great shot here from Cloudsy, putting it behind that last defender.
Yeah, great pop. Crip on backboard, 0 boost. Not able to dive down on it, and just an awkward kind of lead out to Cloudsy, who was able to drive it home. Great power on that to not afford Thunderbirds to really be able to bounce on that ball. And they've got a pretty handy lead here from what we've seen so far in the series, and I'd like to see if they want to add onto it or kind of trust in that defense we saw earlier that kind of looked pretty stout compared to what it had been earlier on.
Yeah, we have not seen Thunderbirds come from behind, and you know, whenever things do turn bad for Thunderbirds, it looks like they go from bad to worse. As more pressure just keeps getting applied here. Cloudsy now looking for a touch off the backboard. Boy Wonder's going to be up. Boy Wonder off the backboard himself. That's falling straight down. And a good clear there from Nevro. Nobody from Hydra wanted to go on that one. They're playing a little safer. Cloudsy dives straight in. And Boy Wonder all the way back here. Just in the midfield, just trying to make challenges happen. Waste more time from this Thunderbirds team. And just, you know, secure game number 3 here. And a very solid victory. Overall, I do think Hydra have outplayed Thunderbirds this game. Just too many little defensive mistakes. And you know what? That's all you need sometimes. As Never's going to put that one away. Scoreboard looks a little closer now. But this was a Hydra game through and through.
Yeah, a great little a missed touch there from Cloudsy. Kind of a little ego boost goal, a little momentum goal going into this game. A little stat sheet goal, some would even say. But Dissa, 3 demos we see on the board. Maybe Dissa, we normally know him for being a great mechanical player, but kind of being a support player, and it worked out great in that game. Able to find the handy when the defense was alive, but also kind of a new look offense from what we have seen from them. Able to find equal shots across the board. Everyone had 2. We kind of saw demos opening up. Little awkward touches on Thunderbird's defense, but great capitalization by Hydra here in Game 3.
Yeah, and you know, if you are Thunderbirds here, a couple things that you're looking at to kind of just improve, and that's got to be just taking a little bit more control. I think, because there are a lot of times where Hydra are just sitting in midfield. There's not even a player. Like, basically the ball would bounce off the backboard, and they would just take a hard touch towards the midfield, and there's not even a Hydra player in sight. And they're just waiting for that long clear from Thunderbirds. A little bit more control, and you're able to get a better 50, or, you know, get a dunk, or whatever it is, as a dunk comes through there, never has to clear that to his own corner. Just a little bit more control in the midfield here, and maybe you can start seeing a turnaround, as now it's going to be just a passing play out, and Boy Wonder able to get the save. A great save there, a great shot as well. So now Crip, last man back, Cloudsy just goes for Crip himself, and that ball off the backboard, just has to put it on target. Easier said than done. It was a tough shot to make. Crip had the puckster pinch as well, but Cloudsy was back for that one. Cloudsy now 100 boost, just gets dunked out by DJ Clyde as that ball gets sent way downfield by Boy Wonder. And Crip not able to recover off the sidewall, but a good pass there from Nevro. Could have turned into a counterattack. Dissa had that one red. Dissa now able to get a fake on one, get a pop over another. Not really shootable as Nevro takes that one to the sidewall and tries to get another touch, but it's just going to get sent all the way across. Plutzy now looking for a touch off the backboard, and Crip's already there. Crip taking his time, trying to get a 50 past one, and it's going to go straight down right where Diss is waiting. Up in the air goes Dissa. Dissa towards the backboard. Dissa looking for the double, doesn't get it. Boy Wonder sneaks it through, and Hydra have the first goal.
Yeah, great pressure here. You let Dissa get that little pop. No one home with a lot of boost. Not able to get the double, but Boy Wonder, great vision to follow up. And Boy Wonder with the early on save that was pretty incredible from what he had to work with to a great little follow up here. He has really led this Hydra team here to start off this game 3.
Yeah, and now Dissa looking to do it once more here. A flip reset doesn't come through. Boy Wonder gonna hit that one off the backboard. A little bit awkward as Crip. Now there was like nobody back, but Dissa was able to rotate back in time. Crip, I feel like, was just a little too shocked to believe that nobody was challenging him. As now Dissa hits that one towards the sidewall. That ball from Nebro gonna be met by Plausi in the midfield. And I feel like Hydra does a very good job with their midfield players, just cutting off passes, buying time for their players to get back. As now Boy Wonder was able to get back, get a long clear, but now that's a bad challenge there from Boy Wonder and Dissa. A bad double commit results in an immediate counterattack. The shot just wide though, and Boy Wonder trying to send that one long. DJ Clyde able to get one touch, a backflip touch though. Boy Wonder, a little awkward. Crip and DJ double commit, that ball off the crossbar again, and Crip wants that one back. But now it's just a counterattack here for Hydra. Plausi, that's a shot. It's not on target. Dissa's there. Oh, Crip own goals. And the streamer does not want to be on stream for that one.
Yeah, Plausi gets the ball somewhere near net. Crip kind of panics, puts himself at the wrong place at the wrong time. Dissa was in the vicinity trying to make him at least think that he had to touch the ball. Great pressure there from Hydra. And Crip definitely wants back first that opportunity on offense and then just a mistouch on defense, but Nevro will sneak one here.
What a shot, what an angle. I think DJ, with a great 50, wasn't really expecting it. It's a lot easier to, from my angle, that looked a lot more impressive. Nevro was a good shot. I won't go crazy about it. It was a good shot. Tough shot. Usually that one goes out the post, but not the toughest shot in the world to hit, but definitely not the easiest either. As DJ trying to wreak some havoc here. Never gets a great 50. Just Dissa back. Has to try to take a control touch. DJ gonna bang that one at the backboard. Crip, your first one there. That one's gonna fall straight down. DJ not gonna go for it and leaves it for Nevro. Nevro's touch straight to Plausi. DJ with one control touch. Tries to get it around Dissa, but Dissa with a good 50 there. Crip already in the air. Already on top of it. Plausi, you're gonna get bumped, kid, but he gets around it. Able to get the save off his own post. Nevro with one touch to the corner. Grabs 100 boost, gets it over Dissa. Plausi already on the ball. Gets 50 out by Nevro. This is a free cleared for DJ, but not enough height on it. Boy Wonder able to stop it in his tracks. DJ now trying to look for a pass mid. Dissa doesn't get the touch. The dunk comes through. Boy Wonder had the save. Nobody there in the midfield as Plausi now able to get that one touch. But it's going to be Dissa over to Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder not going to have a follow-up. Actually, he is. He's trying to backtrack. No boost here, but a team bump. A really bad team bump. And now a demo comes out. Really awkward. It looked like Hydra had 0 boost. But in the end, it's just a misplay there from Hydra. And now we have a Rule 1. It's a 2v2. Plausi and Dissa versus Nevro and Crip. And I'm not going to lie, if you're Nevro and Crip, you couldn't ask for anything better. This is exactly what they're looking for here. Plausi 0 boost. Has to grab this corner. Tries to turn on it. Off the backboard. Not the best touch. Nevro gonna be there. One control touch. Gets it around Dissa. The shot. It's in! The 50! Congrats to Thunderbirds for the Rule 1. And a great shot here for Nevro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Dissa gets absolutely clobbered there on the little 1 yard line. He gets dunked out by Nevro, and we've kind of seen Boy Wonder be that third man, be so good at defense, and took him out of the play with that Rule 1, and it was just a really, really good offensive opportunity there for Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds now thinking they're lucky stars. They got this game tied. They gotta keep it that way though. A great clear there from Nevro. Plausi, not the best touch. They're gonna try to be on top of that one, but instead just gonna go high. Plausi shot gonna go high as well. off the crossbar, it rang, and instead, it's gonna be Crip sinking that one to the back of the net. Dissa, 2 caught out, and oh my goodness, Thunderbird come storming back.
Yeah, Thunderbird's absolutely phenomenal. Great little opportunities have shown themselves in this game, and they've been able to really capitalize on them. Make the best out of the scenario. If you're on the sides of Hydra, you need to find something here. You need to find some little game 1 magic, but they're gonna have a long way to go.
25 seconds remaining. Can they make it happen? A great touch there from Cloudsy. Chris already dacked that ball. Popped up high. Dissa, no boost to work with, so Chris, Boy Wonder able to go for it. Cloudsy's there for the shot! The save! Oh, Boy Wonder able to put it away! 12 seconds remaining, and a huge play here from Cloudsy and Boy Wonder.
Yeah, Crip read the pass perfectly, but Boy Wonder, another follow-up goal here. Being able to really be the hero that Hydra needed. And now we might have ourselves another overtime.
Overtime is all I could ask for here on Forbidden Temple. Maybe not though, as Crip tries to pass that ball. A great read there from Boy Wonder, looking for the double. That ball, it's gonna stay up. Hits the ground there in the corner. A potential goal was coming through, but instead the ball dies. Another kickoff ball not gonna happen here as Boy Wonder able to get one touch. A nice pop. That one, it's just in. Boy Wonder, you get him out of the roll 1, and he makes plays happy.
Boy Wonder, what a shot to end off the series. Boy Wonder looked phenomenal that last game. Being that player to step up that we saw, and just really good team plays, great follow-ups from him. Boy Wonder just really being a team player there in that last game, and just what a great match to finish it on.
I mean, I got nothing to say. A great series here from both Thunderbirds and Hydra. I genuinely believe these are 2 playoff caliber teams. And honestly, Hydra now they've kind of built a lot of momentum. They went to 5 against Gravelords. They got a very nice victory here over Thunderbirds as well. Really solid team on the come up. Definitely want to look out for them in the playoff hunt, and I think they could easily take the 3rd seed. If Whiteout aren't careful. Whiteout's 9-3. Depending on whatever their game looks like tonight, they could go to 10-3. So they have a couple game lead. But either way, Hydra gonna be scary in the playoffs. Thunderbirds also gonna be scary. If we don't Chunk, if you think about it, they are 25 seconds away from winning this series 3-1. They got scored on with 12 seconds left and 14 seconds left. They were very close to winning this series outright, 3-1 the other way. But instead, the Hydra clutch gene sometimes is just a little too strong here. And what a series, man! It was absolutely fantastic. But that's gonna do it here for our second matchup of the night. We have one more. Chunk, thank you for casting with me. It was a great time in the booth, and man, what a series!
Yeah, what a great game. What I wouldn't really expect anything from these teams. Both kind of equal matched. Both really had opportunities here in this game, and they really gave us a great battle here on stream.
Absolutely, but that should do it for us for the second match, guys. Stick around because we have more action coming at in about 10 minutes or so. So we will be right back. Stick around. It's Prospect League, Blackhawks versus Wyverns. You're not gonna want to miss it, and we'll be right back. Deuces.
Watching it end again and again. I feel it in waves, you follow me, drifting to places I should leave. So close to the edge of something so perfect. We were too scared to take the leap. I'm missing the way we used to be. Let me go. Let me in this mess I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Can't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Can't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Couldn't get any closer. Try to forget all that we had. I'm
need better company between my own thoughts and me. I sing, something took my melody. Maybe it's just like my mama said. Maybe the monsters aren't under the bed. Maybe they're up there inside of my head instead. And cut the lights, close the blinds and say goodnight, goodnight. Nothing rhymes in my mind, no lullaby, bye-bye. I'm the black sheep, no one's counting, Lord. When I fall asleep, all my dreams are good. All my life, had to fight, no lullaby, bye-bye. Love is so easy to spell, but I can't explain it well. It's like heaven till it's hell, oh well. And maybe it's just like my mama said. Maybe the monsters aren't under the bed. Maybe they're up there inside of my head instead. Cut the lights, close the blinds and say goodnight, goodnight. Nothing rhymes in my mind, no lullaby, bye-bye. I'm the black sheep, no one's counting, Lord. When I fall asleep, all my dreams are good. All my life, I fight, no lullaby, bye-bye. Maybe it's just like my mom said. Maybe the monsters aren't under the bed. Maybe they're up there inside of my head instead. And cut the lights, close the blinds and say goodnight, goodnight. Nothing rhymes in my mind, no lullaby, bye-bye. I'm the black sheep, no one's counting, Lord. When I fall asleep, all my dreams are good. All my life, I fight, no lullaby, bye-bye.
0 seconds remaining. Maybe teams are playing hard for it. Oh my goodness, Rudy, what is this?
Doesn't get the touch he's looking for. Kato, Scott, oh, he gets the flick and he gets it through. He's gonna give a shot. He's gonna put it in. Back to back. On the backward, can he find the touch? He's gonna put the shot on the net.
High off the backboard here. Opportunity. Pick up the shot.
Is this serious? Hold on. Surely this can't. Oh my
Let's
lord!
go with the shot. It's gonna go in.
Oh, open thing on the goal line. He did nearly over. A sweep. It comes through. The venom, the improbable, the impossible. The 4-time champions.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues and where we are finishing off our night in the Prospect League. We have a huge match here. We have the Wyverns versus the Blackhawks, and joining me in the booth for the first time ever is the GOAT, Dr. Shadow. Shadow, I know you're nervous. How you feeling?
Oh, you know, I'm sure this is not the person that you guys were expecting, but I'm here nonetheless. We're going to get this thing done.
Yeah, no, I mean, it said Ventus on the screen, and I found the next best Rocket League player I could find, and that was you, Shadow, so that's why we're here. And I think we are ready to join on up if they are, because we're a little bit behind, but that's okay. These games, they're going to go quick. Shadow, you are a Prospect player, so I'm going to ask you for a prediction real quick. You know, it don't got to be 100% accurate, but I know who I'm going for, but I want to hear who you're going for first.
Yeah, so I know the Wyverns come into this as a heavy favorites here, but you know what? I have the faith in the underdog. I do believe that the Blackhawks are going to make a series out of this. I don't know if they'll be able to take it all the way. I'm going to say Game 5 potential, but I'm going to say the Blackhawks edge it out.
Blackhawks edge it out. All right, I'm going to take the Wyverns because I know Postman, shout out Postman, won a chip for the Melons last season, and he's the GOAT. So I have Postman here. I know Dinosaurs was really hyped up during the draft, so I'm expecting great things. And King Koku got a great pass over to Dinosaurs. What a double here from King Koku. An early lead here for the Wyverns, and you know, offense like this, and a little bit of panic on the defense as well. Shadow, you know, whenever you're in Prospect League, you know, shots like that, I don't know if they come every now and then, but that was a great pass out there from King Koku.
Oh, yeah, so you're going to see a lot of passing plays out of this Wyverns team, and they were showing that right off the gate, just coming in pressure the whole way out. So really impressive out of them to start off the match.
So far, already getting some early pressure. I want to see some more, but this Postman is going to hit that one way high. As Grebsy, Goatcaster, by the way, is going to get cleared out as King Koku now continuing to hit that pressure going. That ball bounces in the midfield, but Mr. Marino able to get that ball cleared. As now Grebsy in the midfield, able to get a long touch. King Koku just has to pop that one over its time, but Mr. Marino there, once again, that one high off the backboard. And Mr. Marino there for the shot as well. Postman can't get the save, doing it himself. Mr. Marino off the backboard, gets the shot as well. Really quick here on the shot, man. Just really good pressure just from Mr. Marino alone.
Oh yeah, Mr. Marino, he's showing why this Blackhawks team is not going to go down so easy.
Yeah, and also they're playing without one of, I think one of their better players, Brad McSnapwrap, a fire name. So I know he's a great player, and that one obviously hurts to see. But you know, Grebsy subbing in, but sometimes it doesn't matter. Grebsy's aura keeps that ball from going in, as Postman couldn't put that one on target. As King Koku now chasing Mr. Marino down for this ball, and a great 50. It's time. A little awkward. Postman, I know you can read. I know if you can read that well. King Koku and Dinosaurs double commit for that one as that ball bounces off the corner. Good shot here from Postman. No, it's going to go high off the backboard once again. Grebsy, not a great touch here, but it's going to be one out by Dinosaurs once again. That ball bouncing in the midfield. Dinosaurs put it away. What a save coming out from Grebsy. Mr. Marino doesn't get the touch, but fakes out. I believe that was it was Postman. He faked out there as King Koku trying to continue the pressure, getting some wall dashes. Somebody check this guy's controller. I don't know who's playing on that one, but wall dashes coming out from our Prospect player. I've never seen that before. Postman clears that one to the side. King Koku taking his time. It's a one touch, but it's time already on top of it. Almost halfway through this game already. A little 1-1 already as Grebsy tries to drop that ball mid. A little bit slower play here from the Blackhawks. Still trying to find a ball through, but Postman sends that ball flying. King Koku trying to react, has the read, has the shot as well, and in an instant goes from one end of the field to the back of the other team's net.
Yeah, and just for flashiness there at the end, showed a couple of wall dashes out there as well, as you were saying earlier. One thing I did notice, the Wyverns are doing really well is they're doing a lot of boost control. They're being able to grab those midfield boosts over a lot of other players. So one thing to look forward for, maybe they will be susceptible to some long-term clears like Grebsy just tried there.
Trying to see if they can catch him off guard. Mr. Marino gonna try to catch him off their guard there with the double. Not gonna go through. Grebsy now trying to keep that ball in play. Mr. Marino has full boost. Elects not to go for it. Grebsy with a 50. Mr. Marino with a high pop. King Koku has to turn on that one. Able to get a beat on one. Mr. Marino in the sidewall. Bump comes through, but King Koku gets a very crucial bump. Postman, long clear and a huge 50. Give him the Postman title for a reason, as he just posterized Grebsy in front of net.
Yeah, Postman, I loved having him on the Melons last season. Unfortunately, it just wasn't to be this season, but he's just a great player all around.
Yeah, and this does it all. A great read there off the backboard. An even bigger 50. King Koku, who has been a little flashy, to say the least, trying to make a play there. And I've had to talk about this, man. Dinosaurs was the player that I was expecting to pop off, but so far, all this Wyverns team making insane plays. A demo comes out, the air dribble not going to go through, because Grebsy, big Grebsy in the defensive line with 5 saves already to his name. As now, the Wyverns try to lock in on their defense. Postman going to get him out of that real quick. Already up in the air. Postman couldn't get quite a touch on that one, but it's time. Going to have a flip reset. Doesn't get the follow-up touch. Mr. Marino tries to get that ball clear. King Koku with a beat on one. It's time to drop that ball down mid. Dinosaurs plays it to the corner. Another touch as well. That ball going to bounce way high here as Mr. Marino with a nice catch. Has the flip. No, doesn't get the timing right. And that ball instead just goes to the corner as that ball now falls down. Grebsy's shot not going to go through, but off the backboard, Mr. Marino, not a whole lot of boost. Still, getting up there, able to get the 50. Grebsy's shot, a slow one, doesn't have the boost, and really just no offensive threats. No shooting threat, it felt like, coming out from the Blackhawks there. Now, can they get another offensive attack going? Shut down immediately by King Koku. It's time now. Trying to get that ball clear. Dinosaur's going to let him go as he has no boost to work with. Mr. Marino couldn't get the shot on target from that pass. It was a good pass, though. A good idea. I like the ideas coming out from the Blackhawks, but the shooter just not quite there. 30 seconds remaining. Can the Blackhawks find a way through? That is the question. Dinosaurs going to try to make it very hard. Try to waste as much time as possible. King Koku going to try to make a play. Oh my goodness! Somebody clip that one. That is a play of the season.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I just witnessed here. Oh, he was already up from the first hit and just hit right back into him. Oh, it was a fantastic shot. Great play by the Wyverns.
I am in disbelief here, Shadow. That one might just be the highlight that goes in the intro video. That's the kind of play we like to see coming out from these prospect players. A free goal here. I lied. What a save there from Mr. Marino. Does not want any of his other teammates to score. That one, the game's over. It didn't really matter. But I'm just shell-shocked because I just saw the best goal I've ever seen. And I've casted Nemesis for 6 seasons at this point. That is an insane shot coming out from King Koku and Dinosaurs. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, certainly up there for possible clip of the season, or shot of the goal of the season, that is. So we're going to have to see if anything else can kind of compete with that as the season goes on. But one thing that I did notice, this game wasn't necessarily as far away as the scoreline might have seemed. But one thing, the Wyverns shot the Blackhawks 9-2 that match. So that's something the Blackhawks just need to get more shots on target in order to keep up with the Wyverns pace.
Yeah, and I do think the Blackhawks, like you said, they had opportunities. The second man felt a little off. I'll end it there. A little off. It just wasn't perfect. Whenever you're playing second man, as a whole, you usually want to try to play best case scenario, which means, hey, I'm playing, my teammate gets a beat, and the ball goes here, and I'm going to have an opportunity to shoot. You're playing as optimistic as possible for a chance to score and a chance to at least get a shot on target. They felt like they were trying, just to not let Wyverns get a shot and try to play as much defense as possible. But whenever you play that passive, it allows these cracks in your defense to form, and Also, it allows some really long clears. If your teammate does pass the ball, it's just a free clear, and the Wyverns will clear it off your backboard, then pass it to each other off the backboard. Like you can't just let that happen. So I want to see a little bit more proactivity from the second man of Blackhawks. There was one player in particular that I think needs to break 50 points, and that was time. I know Grebsy is a hard third man. I saw that man save like 6 balls this game, or that last game. So I know he's hard third man. Mr. Marino kind of felt like the midfield presence that they really needed and was a shot creator. So I kind of want to see time just send it. Just not let them have any time on the ball. It's in your name. They got time. Go take it from them and just insta chow, because I think you just need to get King Koku and Postman and Dinosaurs off the ball as fast as possible.
Yeah, well, they certainly got to do something different in order to change up what that first game had in store for them. I do agree with you. It definitely seems like their second man had been a little bit too passive throughout the entirety of that match. And you saw it with their first goal. As soon as that second man became more, although it was a little bit of Marino just popping off there in the middle as well. But as soon as the second man became more aggressive, it led to a certain opportunity for them.
Yeah, and I mean, whenever you get more aggressive play just play out of your second man, your third man also feels a lot more comfortable because they know what your second man's doing. It's a lot easier to play Rocket League whenever you know what your teammates are doing. And there's 2 ways to do that. 1, you calm it, or 2, Rocket League body language. It's a real thing. I can read my teammates all the time because they're the most readable players in the world, especially Flashy. I know what he's doing all the time. And, sometimes it's a lot easier to tell what your teammate's going to do whenever they're full boosting at the ball, going for a challenge, instead of just faking everything. So I want to see more aggressiveness. Blackhawks, you got nothing left to do than throw the kitchen sink at them, except go for kickoff. Mr. Marino decided he didn't want to do that, so it's going to be a free ball for Grebsy. That ball going to get pinched away here, going into game number 2. You said you have faith in Blackhawks going to game 5 and taking it. Shadow, I'm going to ask, do you want to switch up your prediction? Because I wouldn't...
Yeah, so I'm starting to think that way, especially if the Blackhawks don't show anything this game to change up how they were playing the first game. I still have faith that they may be able to change things around. However, this might not be the way to do that, unfortunately, as Postman does put that one into the back of the net. So maybe I will be switching my prediction here.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't blame you at all. And both players, Grebsy and Mr. Marino, got caught there flipping forward. And if you're in your back half and you flip forward, unless it's like a really long clear, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get caught out, the ball goes over your head, and it's a goal. And that's what happens right there as Grebsy with a great challenge there on Postman. And that's the kind of challenge I like to see, an instant challenge. You got to get them off the ball quickly as time pops that ball up high, trying to look for another touch, and he gets one past Dinosaurs. Postman going to hit that one off the sidewall, gets another touch, Mr. Marino. And that's the kind of play I'm talking about, as that ball goes right through. I think if Mr. Marino leaves this, if he's second man, just challenges it, leaves it, I don't mind the play, but sometimes it's just hard to read if you're Grebsy. Oh, my teammate's catching this. Instead of Grebsy just kind of taking a shot there. A little miscommunication, and it's going to happen, Shadow. But if you're able to play simpler Rocket League, you're able to read the play of your teammates and the opponents a lot better.
Yeah, it just seems like after that long break after the first game, they just don't seem entirely into this right now. They really need some fantastic play or a player to kind of step up for them, to kind of get them back into this game and into the series.
And we know who that's going to be. And it's not this man that's shooting the ball right there, but that's a good shot from Grebsy, trying to take a little pop shot, test the defense at least a little bit there. But Mr. Marino, he was actually going on a solo play, as you were saying it. Now he looks for the pass over to Grebsy. Grebsy off the crossbar. Mr. Marino goes for it, hits it off target. Grebsy's shots could have been the thing to cut this lead in half. Instead, it is still 2-0. Postman already up, and this is where I think you got to jump 10 times sooner than that. Mr. Marino off the backboard, able to make the save, but if Postman had any boost there, that is an almost assured goal. Now, King Koku, it's going to leave that one for Postman as that ball hits the backboard. A couple team bumps here from Dinosaurs and King Koku as Mr. Marino gets instant-chowed there by King Koku. Dinosaurs try to play it down over to Koku once again, trying to recreate that first play. Not going to happen there as Mr. Marino tried to time, but instead it gets cleared away. Mr. Marino on the backboard with one touch, maybe looking for another. might have a reset here. I couldn't tell. He doesn't get it, but still has an opportunity to shoot the ball. A really bad jump there from Koku. Could have been an opportunity, but you just don't expect that kind of misplay. But time is here, and it's time to score. Able to cut this lead in half with a huge dunk here on Dinosaurs, and a play like that starts to get you back into the game, gets your momentum going a little bit, and this is where Blackhawks really need to start kicking it up in another gear.
Yeah, dunk and a half. What a way to get the team rolling, just like I said they needed in order to get back into this match. And wasn't the player we were expecting it to come from, but what a wonderful dunk from his time.
I was asking him to step up, and step up he did. King Koku now a little bit awkward. That ball just gets popped right over Time's head. Now, great control there from Koku, but a great challenge from Grebsy as well, forcing him off that ball. Now, Grebsy, once again, instant challenge Dino as Mr. Marino doesn't get the touch. Postman already up in the air. Zero boost left to work with, though. Dinosaurs look for the doink, and now it's a 2-on-1. Dinosaurs recovered really quickly, so Mr. Marino's shot not going to be a powerful one. Tried to get the follow. Instead, it's going to be Grebsy popping that ball way high. Time, shooting opportunity. Not a tough shot, though, as goes straight at Dinosaurs for the save. Grebsy able to get the clear. Dino with a one touch. Mr. Marino able to dunk it. Grebsy plays it to the side. A little bit of ping pong here. Not a whole lot of control, but one missed touch could spell a goal. Now it's going to be Postman looking for that one missed touch. Dinosaurs looking for that pass down mid. Time has to clear that ball way long. Mr. Marino goes for the boost, not the ball. Tries to get the dunk here, but a double commit could be huge. Postman gets one touch, no boost left to go the flip reset. But if he had 12 in the tank, it could have been dangerous. Instead, Dinosaurs now looking for the pass down. Doesn't get the touch he was looking for. King Koku balls his own teammate Grebsy. Just has to get one little touch, and it's going to fall right towards Time. Time with one touch, and if he took a little bit more time on that ball, could have maybe had the equalizer. Instead, Postman leaving that one for Dino. Dino off the backboard. That ball straight down, and disaster strikes here for the Blackhawks. An own goal from Time, and that is not what you needed right now with a minute left.
No, not at all. And just when I was thinking that the Blackhawks were getting back into the game, and they were doing exactly as what I said in the break, they are tied on shots 6-6. They are putting pressure on that net, and they were looking like they were getting back into it. Let's see if we can get into kickoff goal to start this one off. Oh, but it's saved! Oh, that would have definitely put them back into it, but...
Oh my gosh, Grebsy definitely feeling bad after that one, but that's just a huge defensive stand there from Postman. And I don't know how that ball's not in the back of the net right now, but instead, it's Postman looking for the opportunity. Time able to get the clear out. Koku able to keep that ball in play. Able to get 50 on Grebsy, but Grebsy still able to get that ball cleared all the way out. Good deep third man there from Dino. Plays that one off the backboard. Looking for the shot. Oh my goodness, off the backboard. And cleared out. A touch there from Mr. Marino doesn't come through. Grebsy, could have left that one, but in the end, still, King Koku was able to get a touch. But Mr. Marino, on top of that one, is Dinosaur's not able to get a touch. Postman towards the sidewall. Postman out to Grebsy. Grebsy, high bang. That ball could waterfall right back down. King Koku able to make the free jump save, securing the victory here in game number 2. As Dinosaurs looking for the own goal. That's the kind of play I like to see in the Nemesis Gaming League. That is quality Rocket League.
Yeah, he's so good at this game, he just wanted to score an extra one just for fun. No, it was honestly a much better game than it was game 1, and I do like the progress that we are seeing out of the Blackhawks. Let's see if they can continue to move it forward and go for that reverse sweep.
Always do an own goal a series. Sadly, I can't say I own goal in my series, but that means I'm due for 2 next week. So that's actually not next week, but the next time we play. I guess it's Wednesday. Oh my goodness, we have more matches coming up this week. That's huge. But while I'm talking about next week, I'm talking about tomorrow, whatever it is. But we have a huge opportunity here for the Blackhawks, the reverse sweep.
Yeah, we'll see if that can happen. I would love to see it myself. It would be an exciting time for my first time casting, for sure. I am a little bit skeptical, more skeptical than I was to start the series now, but I do think that the Blackhawks can still get it done.
Yeah, I believe in the Blackhawks. Am I going to pick the Blackhawks is a different question entirely. I picked the Wyverns to win the series. I never gave a score. I was going to say 3-1, just, for my boy Grebsy. I think he deserves a game. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be a 3-1, as they have been absolutely dominant so far. The the Wyverns, they've just been on a tear recently, Shadow, and they're looking to improve their win streak even more, which is crazy to think about, as early on there are a lot of demos coming through. Dino might be getting an early goal here. Grebsy able to get another demo as well, and some interesting card choices as Mr. Marino, I don't even know what card that is, but Postman going to put that one away. Not even 30 seconds into this first game, and Wyvern's already on top.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I know the first one they scored quick, and I do believe the second one they scored quick as well. So this would make all 3 games so far that they've scored extremely quickly. They're kind of just taking the air right out of Blackhawks before the game even gets started.
Yeah, and usually whenever you score first, you win the game. I don't know what the stat is in RLCS, but it's pretty high. And obviously, you know, Prospect and RLCS are about 1 division away in Rocket League. Like, that's pretty much the same thing. So, you know, these guys with a 1-goal lead, it's basically over at this point as Postman and King Koku look for the pinch. That one's going to go off the backboard. King Koku going to look for the off the backboard one more time, just pelting the backboard with these passes, and it's going to work here in the Prospect League very, very often as more pressure just comes out here from the Wyverns. A huge touch there from Postman. A great challenge there from Grebsy, though, as time now in the corner. Looking for an opportunity to get that ball mid. Not going to happen as that ball is met by nobody in the midfield as Dinosaurs looking for the flip reset, looking for the 50 on all 3 of them. Said Time's going to have the clear. Now counterattack opportunity. King Koku playing the corner. Gets a nice fake challenge. Doesn't get bumped on that ball straight down. Marino puts it away, tying up this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's definitely good to see in the case of trying to get this series going over to that Game 5 like I predicted. Getting that early goal to tie it up, give them a little bit more life.
Yeah, and, you know, Wyverns, I just realized this. They started out the season, what is this, 1-5? 1-4? Yeah, no, they started
really?
Sorry, 2-5. 2-5. They have won 5 straight, and they're looking for their 6th as Dinosaur is able to put that one away. And just a huge beat there by Postman. And look, King Koku, he can wall dash. Dinosaurs has a cool name. Postman has been that midfield presence that has just kind of been everywhere. His first touches are always so good. As now it's going to be King Koku looking for a shot there. Mr. Marino able to make the save. And Postman puts that one high off the backboard time. Oh, tried to avoid the bump and get the touch on the ball. Dinosaurs with a great first touch there. Postman, opportunity to shoot, and he puts that one away, pouncing on every opportunity here, Shadow. And on stream, they're looking to have some fun here. There's still 3 minutes left, and they're already up 3-1.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much out of Dinosaurs this series. I mean, obviously we all know he's a fantastic player, but it's been a lot of Postman and King Koku kind of going crazy, so it's really nice to see him. He had a fantastic little pop in the air and touch again to get that pass. And oh my god, Postman's going to make it 4. It's starting to get run away with. Oh, let's see how it goes any further in this series.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the shot differential. It's 8-1 right now. That one goal, or that one shot turned into a goal. You know, it did happen. But Wyverns, they're really laying it on thick here. And my savior, Grebsy, who has had, like, too many saves to count in this series so far, not posting a single save yet. Or, sorry, no, he has a save. Actually, everybody on Blackhawks has a save. There's been that many shots from Wyverns, so it's just hard to believe. But now the Blackhawks looking for an opportunity. That ball bouncing really high, and Postman really awkward. A double commit and a quadruple whiff as Times has to put it away, and he shoots it at Dinosaurs. That ball definitely could have been slotted a lot better, but instead, Dinosaurs with the free jump able to make that save. Now, Dinosaurs able to make a touch, and Grebsy's touch is going to bounce straight mid. King Koku with the pre-flip. Not able to get there, but the pre-flip from Postman is off the crossbar and in. What a double pre-flip here from these players. They both turtled and then flipped forward. Literally did the exact same motion. One just went in the back of the net. They're having a lot of fun here, Shadow, and Postman, he's playing insanely well so far.
Oh yeah, not only Postman, the entire team is playing so well. They're out here having fun now. They're just going for clips. It's not what you want to see if you're the Blackhawks, but Postman's going to make it a 6th. They're on their way to a possible Brazil. It's just looking like this one just might be out of hand at this point.
Yeah, I mean, all they need left is their passports, really, and then they're on the plane at this point. I mean, there's still 2 minutes left. Postman maybe looking to drop 1,000 here. Wouldn't surprise me. He has been a scorer of 5 of the 6 goals so far, and he has an assist on the other one as well. Dinosaurs able to get 1 touch, but Mr. Marino trying to calm it down a little bit with that Ford F-150. That's what the car is. I found it as the 50 comes through, and Grebsy could be there for the shot. Grebsy's shot gets saved. A good opportunity there falls to the wayside as Grebsy boxing out Dino, making him a little awkward as Mr. Marino able to take control. Gets absolutely dunked by Koku. Koku's going to try to put that one away. Time. Going to get dunked out by Postman. And Dinosaurs is going to be there for the finish. And there it is. They're on the way, and they've arrived in Rio because, man, we got a Brazil.
Yeah, it was just coming in due time. It was just a matter of fact of when, not if, at this point. It does look like this might not even be it as well, with still 1.5 minutes on the clock. Let's see. Hopefully the Blackhawks can keep it to just that, or even score a few of their own. But it is looking like this is a one-way trip.
Maybe, but I've seen crazier comebacks. I know I haven't. I'm completely lying, but you know, I want to see at least a little bit of fight here. And I will say once again, this is not the full Blackhawks lineup. I will say, I don't know how much more Brad McSnackrap helps, but I think it's a decent amount at least, as Grebsy going to get a long clear here, trying to at least survive the onslaught that the Wyverns have been putting on. A double commit here from Time, and Grebsy still able to get it past a couple players. Grebsy now looking for the shot. If they get one more goal, they could set up the Barca, but not going to happen there. But, ooh, it's going to be Dinosaurs with a double. That one is going to get to Postman. Postman gets another one, and he is creeping up to 1,000. Not there quite yet, but this goal helps him out a lot. Only 52 points away.
Yeah, if I were him, just to get to that 1,000, I'd be sitting in net waiting for a shot, trying to get that 2 points for the touch and 50 points for the save. We'll see if he does that or if he just goes for another goal. Either way, that'll put him over there. At this point, I do believe he's going to get it.
Opportunity to do so. Needs 50 points to make it happen. Could just be a save right here. Oh, King Koku takes it from him. No 1,000-point game. Dinosaur's going to get a long clear. Postman just has to put it away. It's off target. Oh my gosh, I thought Marino put it in. The shot does come through though, so that's 10 points. He only needs a couple more. Postman, that ball's gonna fall. Dinosaurs puts that on target somehow. Mr. Marino able to get the save, and Postman not gonna get it. Maybe he will. Just needs the goal. That ball gonna fall. Postman doesn't break 1,000. Wyvern's gonna go ahead and get the sweep here. And Shadow, dominant performance here from the Wyverns. 8-1 final score. Let me tell you, games like this, they don't always come, during the Nemesis season. Like, series where you just feel that much better. But the Wyverns, you could just tell they felt that much better than the Blackhawks today. And, man, they showed it, too.
Oh yeah, the Wyverns just showed why they are a force to be reckoned with in the Prospect League. I am looking forward to see how far that they can go throughout the rest of the season. But one thing I do want to say is, even though that last game that did get a little bit out of hand, obviously you mentioned several times they were with Blackhawks were without Brad McSnapprap, and other than that last game getting out of hand, they did have a lot of moments where they did look like they had something going for them. They looked like they were just that one click away from getting that last step in order to be getting those goals and getting those wins. So I do want to see how they do as well moving forward. Hopefully they can string together some wins as well.
Yeah, I would like to see it happen, but it wasn't going to happen tonight, especially not the way Wyverns were playing. They were just a little too on top of things, and we are going to have to wrap it up here. Shadow, thank you so much for stepping in. First time casting. Everybody give him a round of applause. Absolutely huge shout-outs to Shadow here. Did a great job, by the way. Very good job. And shout-out to Cream as well for streaming. And as well, shout-out to all of our donors for the Nemesis Discord. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And anybody that subscribed as well, appreciate it. And that's going to be it here for our Monday night stream. Match day 13. We're almost done with the season, but there's still so much Rocket League left to be played. So definitely come back Wednesday. Well, where we will be live at 8 p.m. Eastern once again. So check back in then. And Shadow, if you got nothing left, if you got anything else you want to say, other than that, we're headed out of here.
No, thank you so much for having me. I did end up having a blast for my first time, and it was a pleasure doing it alongside you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Really appreciate you.
All right, with that, we'll be back Wednesday, like I said, at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. Deuces.
Peace.